In this video, we're going to talk about writing let statements again, and this time when we write let statements, it'll be about multiplication and division. So something really important to know is when you do multiplication, you're usually finding out all together or in total. Those are some key words when you multiply. And when you do division, you want to look for keywords like groups. How many groups? Or the word divided. Divided into groups. That makes sense. Divided for division. So multiplication is going to get bigger. You're going to get a big answer. And division is you're going to get smaller. You're going to get smaller because you're grouping things. Okay? Alright, here's a problem to solve. For a school fundraiser, Johnny is packing boxes for children in South America. Johnny has 48 notebooks. He put 6 notebooks in each box. How many boxes will have notebooks? Now, do you think this is a multiplication or a division question? Because it asks how many boxes will have notebooks, we know that Johnny has 48 altogether, and he's putting 6 notebooks in each box. So we're dividing the notebooks into boxes. So this is a division question. So to start, we look at our last sentence with our question mark to find out what are we trying to figure out. How many boxes will have notebooks? So let's write a let statement. Let n equal how many boxes have notebooks. Excellent. So we have our variable and what it represents right there. All right. Now, we know Johnny has 48 altogether, and he's dividing them into groups of 6. So I could write 48 divided by 6 equals n. How many boxes there will be? I could also write this, thinking about fact families, as 48 divided by n equals 6. And what goes along with what goes along with division? Multiplication facts. They are a family. So I could write 6 times n equals 48, and n times 6 equals 48. All right. Now, looking at those equations, which one gives us 2 pieces of information before the equal sign? Those are usually the easiest to solve. This one right here gives us 2 pieces of information before the equal sign. 48 divided by 6. And if I know my division properly, 48 divided by 6 is 8. So n equals 8. And then I write a sentence. 8 boxes will have notebooks. All right. Let's do one more example together. Clive watched the first snow of the season fall outside his window. Each hour, 3 centimeters of snow fell. The total snowfall was 15 centimeters. For how many hours did it snow? Well, the first thing we have to do is find our question. There's our question mark. So I need to read this sentence again. For how many hours did it snow? That's what we're trying to figure out. How many hours did it snow? So I'm going to pick a variable, h, for hours, and write my let statement. Let h equal how many hours it snowed. I know that's a little messy, but you know what it says. Let h equal how many hours it snowed. Alright, so now I can write, now that I have my let statement, I can write my equations. And I can always write 4 of them, right? Fact families. So the total snowfall was 15 centimeters, And for every hour, there were 3 centimeters of snowfall each hour. So I could maybe write 3 centimeters of snow times however many hours equals 15 centimeters altogether. Okay. Thinking fact families, I could also write h times 3 equals 15. And now along with multiplication, I can write division facts. So 15 divided by 15 centimeters of snow divided by the number of hours equals 3 centimeters an hour, or 15 centimeters of snow divided by 3 centimeters each hour equals the number of hours, h. Now, which of these equations do you think is best to use? Well, the one that gives me 2 pieces of information before the equal sign is this one here. 15 divided by 3 equals h. And if I know my division properly, 15 divided by 3 is 5. So h equals 5. That's my answer. And now I write a sentence for it. It snowed for 5. It's a weird looking 5. Yeesh, I better do that again. It snowed for 5 hours. Excellent. All right. So make sure to write your let statement, always focusing on the question that usually comes at the bottom, the last thing that they ask you in those problems. Always look for the question mark, though. That'll help you for sure. All right. Have fun. Write your let statements, write your equations, solve them, write a sentence. It's a joyous time to be alive.